What's happening? Hollywood Yells checking in, man. We live from Hollywood set tripping. Now let's jump right into it, man. It's fight week, baby. Yes, it's fight week, baby. Terence Bud Crawford. You know, shout out to all the buds in the world. You know, us buds got to stick together. You know what I'm saying? Us buds. Well, it was only one bud I ain't fuck with. We ended up getting cool, but we was beefing because our homies was beefing. You know, I had to whoop his ass one day, show him who the real bud was, but you know. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? Terence Bud Crawford versus Showtime Shawn Porter. And shit, it's gonna be fireworks. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fireworks. What's today? The 16th? Today is the 16th. The fight is in a few more days, man, and it's going down. You know, I'm expecting somebody to go night-night. Somebody going night-night. I'm expecting somebody to go night-night because the way them boys coming, I just feel like it's just going to be a dog fight. So, like, somebody got to go out. This fight is a shield fight. Somebody going out on their shield. Somebody going out on their shield, man. Let's see who got the better chin in this one. But if you know me, when they first start talking about this fight, I was one of the people that was against this fight. Because I mean, I'm a Bud fan, I'm a Porter fan, I'm a boxing fan. First, I'm a boxing fan, a combat sport fan. I love combat sports all around. I love combat sports. So shit, you go on my pages, you'll see I'm watching everything. People be like, "Where did you find this shit at? Where did you find this at? They fighting in the backyard." I'm a combat sport fight. Like I love combat sports. But anyways, back to these boys. Like I didn't want this fight to happen yet. You know, I wanted it to happen down the line, maybe after Bud got the Spence fights and the Thurmans, and you know, and that's just because, first of all, Showtime Shawn Porter don't get the credit he deserves, period. Especially at the welterweight. And the people always talking resume shit. We go talk resume. Shawn Porter got the best resume when it come to all them welterweights, hands down, because he fought them all. No ducking. That should be his name. He should change his name to Shawn No Ducking Porter when it come to them welters, because he wanted all the smoke with all of them. We go get to something about Showtime Shawn Porter and that Spence fight later. But I didn't want this fight to happen because, first of all, if Shawn Porter beat Bud, he not really gonna get the credit he deserve. If he beat Bud Crawford on Saturday, Showtime Shawn Porter is not gonna get the credit he deserve. They gonna be looking at it more as Bud. Oh, I told you, Bud ain't. Once he fights somebody real, what's gonna happen? They not gonna get Showtime Shawn Porter his credit if he go out there and whoop Bud ass. You feel me? They not. Showtime Shawn Porter will not get the credit he deserves if he go out there and whoop Bud ass. They gonna be looking at Bud like, oh yeah, he finally stepped up, and the same thing with Bud, for real. If Bud go out there and whoop Showtime Shawn Porter, unless he knock him out, but still, they gonna be looking at it like, all right, whatever, you beat Porter. They all beat him. Really, they did. We gonna get to that later. But man, it's just like, I'm really looking at it as a lose-lose situation with both fighters lightweight, especially if Shawn win, because they just, man, he not gonna get his credit. And that's why I really want Bud to win. I don't care who win, but I really want Bud to win, because if Bud loses this fight, oh man, they go talk hella shit. Like they go talking all type of bad about Bud. They go tear Bud ass up. You know what I'm saying? They not gonna give Shawn Porter his credit for beating a great fighter. It's gonna be more about Bud not being a great fighter. And he was fighting bums, That's what it's gonna come down to with a lot of these fans, not the real ones. Not the real ones that know what the fuck going on and that respect the game of boxing. Well, respect the sport, because it ain't no damn game. Respect the sport of boxing. Let's look at Porter, man. Let's look at Porter. Porter resume sick. Porter done fought everybody, man. We about to get into them L's, though. Look at them, Paulie, Kale, but these 3 L's, boom. For real, the only person that really clearly beat him out of these L's was Kell Brook. That's the only person that really beat Shawn Porter. For real, Keith Thurman, bang out, toss up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people had Shawn Porter winning that fight. A lot of people said Shawn Porter won. Some people said it was a draw. And some people gave it with the person that won, Keith Thurman. On the night of the fight, I gave it to Shawn Porter. I thought Porter won, but I wasn't mad because I like shit. Keith Thurman, it was a close fight. That was banging. Now I want to get into Porter versus Spence. Now, when I first watched it live the day of the fight, I gave it to Spence. Had it as a close fight. Well, I gave it to Spence. I watched it again. Watched it again down the line. Gave it to Spence again. Watched it again. Like shit. Regular. First of all, I didn't watch this damn fight 11 times. I didn't watch this fight 11 times so far. So boom. Like I said, I watched it on regular speed, commentary and all. I gave it to Spence. You know what I'm saying? Watched it, like when I watched it the third time, I'm like, damn. I'm like, shit, I really focusing and shit and really blocking everything out. I'm like, shit, it look like I gave that one to Porter. Like Porter beat this boy on that Adrian Berlin. I beat that boy. So I'm like, shit, all right. So I watched it, like I said, I watched it 3 times regular. So I'm like, I'm gonna watch it with no sound. Just got my music playing, whatever I got going, you know what I'm saying, cabinet and whatever was on and shit. So I'm watching it, I'm boom, 4th time. I give it to Porter. Give it to Porter again. This with no sound. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, damn, this can be a draw. I'm really looking at the judges like, no, this shit is not far off like these goddamn judges is. How these judges got the scorecard. So I'll watch it again. I'm giving it to Porter now. Now the other day, I watched this fight in slow-mo again for the 5th time. Hold on, let me go to my Twitter. And right here is my Twitter. I posted this on July 22nd. And I said, watching Errol Spence Jr. versus Showtime Shawn Porter in slow-mo for the first time. Like I said, watching fights in slow-mo is something I always did all my life. From back in the day, from VHS tapes, I knew how to slow them down in my VCR so I can watch and study tapes and stuff like that. So I watched it for the first time back then. Since then, I done watched it 5 times. You see, I got EJ. Man, EJ hit him with so many goddamn low blows. Definitely in that third round, but the whole fight. And the other day, what is this? On the 14th, November 14th, I watched it for the 5th time in slow-mo. And what all that being said is, in my eyes, Shawn Porter won that fight. I got Shawn Porter. I gave that fight to Shawn Porter. 15-12. I gave that fight to Shawn Porter. 15-12. The commentator's not on Lennox Lewis' part, but the other guy, he was, man, half of the punches that he was talking, and with the copy box, both of them. Oh my goodness. EJ was just throwing his goddamn hand out there, not even touching him. I'm watching the box score go up. Point, 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 point. I'm looking at him like he ain't even touching. It was, and with the commentators, that's what really had me probably thinking really EJ won that fight. Fucking with them damn commentators. And a lot of shit looked like it was landing. Not at all. Porter was catching his ass too. And shit, I ain't even take away the points because EJ was hitting him in his goddamn nuts all fucking night. Stay hitting him in his nuts. Stay hitting him in his nuts. And if it weren't for that knockdown, see, you know, Porter, that's what Porter do, man. Porter always set himself up to get caught. Same with Bud. They both go leave it open. Go see who take that shot the best. But yeah, you heard it here. I say Showtime Shawn Porter really beat Errol Spence 15-12. Did you see how they was looking after the fight? You seen how he was looking after the fight, man. He was roughing that boy up, man. Roughing him up and catching him too. You know, Shawn Porter, like I say, Shawn Porter always get caught. And when he get caught, he just be having a dumb face. So when he get caught, it just be the worst. But yeah, Earl caught his ass, man. But like I say Shawn Porter won that fight 15-12. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Shawn Porter, probably the only way Shawn Porter would have got that fight is probably by knocking him out. Knocking him out. You know what I'm saying? But I can't wait till this weekend. It's going down. It's going to be a war. Somebody going out on their shield. May the best man win. Shout out to both camps, both fighters. You know, hope everybody come away from the fight healthy, you know, so they can go back to their families and do this shit again, you know. Man. But like I said, man, I want I don't like going against my dog Showtime like that. For real. I don't want to like going against Showtime like that, but man, I want Bud to win this fight, man. Politic reasons. I want Bud to win this fight because the fishy ass boxing politics reason. That's why. You know, that's why. Shawn, my dog, I hated to have to beat him. But like I said, I wish this fight didn't happen. I wish it could have happened later on down the line. Once Bud fought them other boys, got them belts, then Shawn be the man that can take it off his hands. Like, let me get them. Then that really put Shawn Porter up there, you know. But it is what it is, man. Hollywood Yells, checking out, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And shit, go watch the fight in slow-mo. Go watch the fight in slow-mo, man. That's all you got to do. Go watch that fight in slow-mo and tell me what you think. Showtime, Shawn Porter. Beat that boy.